Greetings, friends. Today's topic is about refund scams. Refund scams have really exploded over the years, especially in the past 6 months. These are types of scams that are quite heartless to their victims. They come in the form of emails sent to them saying that there was an order for like a PayPal invoice for a camcorder or sometimes a gun even. And the unwitting victim will call the number and they identify themselves as being PayPal. And, well, they're not PayPal. These scammers are really heartless. They can care less what they do to their victims. So, if, for example, if a scam says that you're going to be paying $700, they'll look at your bank account when they remote in and convert it to either $7,000 or $70,000 overpayment. And that unwitting victim will end up going to the bank and wiring it to a bank in another country or, in some cases, in the United States. In effect, losing their money. The scam is very heartless, and the scammers themselves, they don't feel particularly responsible for what they're doing because they think they're working for a boss who's actually the criminal. And I think that's some of the reason why the scammers can be so heartless or seem so heartless. Either way, do what you can to warn your friends and family about the fact that PayPal, Microsoft, they won't send you an invoice of that type. It just doesn't happen. More importantly, not remote into your machine. That's a huge red flag. If you want to cancel an order, you should be able to call the number, give them the invoice number, and just simply cancel it. That's all there is to it. So I hope this video will show the public how heartless these scammers are and how I deal with them as a scam baiter. Okay? And I hope you enjoy it. Cheers. This video is sponsored by Aura, a service which keeps your personal information safe. We all use the internet daily in our lives, and it's no surprise that it has become a breeding ground of scammers and hackers who seek to compromise our safety. I started using Aura in August of last year, and during that time, I found out 5 sites had a security breach that were not in the general news. I took that information and updated my passwords with those sites and enabled two-factor authentication where it was available. The amount of spam I get in my inbox has been drastically reduced. I'm not kidding. I used to get in the neighborhood of 200 to 300 spam emails a day. I now average about 20. I want to add that as a content creator, I have been the victim of email spamming and bombing in the past, getting all manner of sexually explicit emails about Nigerians taking advantage of someone's wife. I don't get that anymore, and I'm glad. I was informed about 4 sites that were using my email address that I never signed up for. Not anymore. Aura is the #1 identity theft protection service rated by security.org, providing fraud monitoring, antivirus protection, password management, and a VPN rolled into a single low-cost package. Aura will monitor the dark web daily for personal information like email accounts, passwords, bank accounts, and even social security numbers. Aura will notify you if your information is compromised so that you can take proper action as needed. I've had family members who were victims of identity theft in the past, and the experience is unbearable. So it's safe to say that you need to protect yourself as well. Go to aura.com/modderpaul for a free 2-week trial to find out if your personal security is compromised.
Hello. Yes, sir. You're connected to the PayPal customer support.
I got a text message invoice on my phone saying that I'm going to be paying $301.99 for Bitcoin. I don't know how this is happening. I'm not allowed to buy
Can you just,
Bitcoin.
all right, sir. And the charge which you see, how much is the charge?
$301.99 for Bitcoin. This has me worried because my wife and I are prohibited by law. We signed an agreement with the state of Utah. We cannot be found buying cryptocurrency or we can go serious legal issue, jeopardy. We'll be
I,
fined.
I just I just
I
check
can go
it.
to
I
jail.
just check it here in my system. There is a three new PayPal account which has been registered. One I can see the location is one is in Ohio, one is in California, and one is in New York. So did you
What?
try to make all these accounts?
I have one
Yeah,
PayPal
this is a
account
fraudulent.
and we do not
Yes,
use
sir. So
we use it to
that's what I'm
save
trying.
money.
If you will listen, just listen to me, sir.
I'm listening.
Just try to let me finish, all right? I'm
All
just
right.
trying to tell you that there I'm just trying to tell you that
This
there is
turns
a
into a
charge for
bank.
if you will listen, just listen to me, sir.
I'm listening.
Just try to let me finish, all right? So we have got a suspicious activities, and that's why we have sent you a notification for your security and privacy. You want to cancel this and get your refund money back, is that right, sir?
Yeah, please.
All right.
I'm not.
uh, we will
I can get into trouble for this.
Yeah, so you don't have to be worried about, sir. You have just called us, so no, like you are not going to get into the trouble. You are getting the refund and you are canceling this, and I will help you that how you are going to cancel
Okay.
this. All right. First, we need to go ahead and connect you with our PayPal secure server in order to make your connection secured.
As you will see in this video, I'm invited to go to a certain web location to install or connect to a secure server. The scammer uses the term secure server to sound more technically accurate. It is believable by many people, especially the elderly, when all it really is just a remote access program. One thing to keep in mind, if it's a Microsoft company, they're not gonna use a non-Microsoft product. They're gonna use Quick Connect. If it's a scam, I mean, if it's an issue where a refund is being issued, there's no need for a remote connection. So there's no need for a secure server. Anyways, I hope this helps. The more we educate the public about this, the better everyone will be.
But before the cancellation form, sir, you are the one who is going to check your IP address, all right? That your
Yeah.
IP address is secure or it's not
Yeah.
secure. So you just open a new tab on the Google Chrome,
All right.
and over there you have to type, what is my IP internet access? You will see your result of the IP address, the numbers, and it will show you it's on unprotected or it's protected. So
It
what do you see there?
says unprotected.
Yeah, so that is why, sir, you have got this charge on your information, but you don't have to be worried about that. As you have
Okay.
called us and as you have let us know, so we are going to go ahead and provide you the cancellation and refund form.
Well, now it says software is updating. Do not turn
Because,
off your
sir,
phone.
yeah, those hackers sent you a hacking tools on your computer. That is why. So the technician is trying to move that hacking tools from your device. That in future you are not going to get this type of charges.
Affiliated with Better Business Bureau. Cool.
Right.
I
Yeah,
love
and
the Better Business
without
Bureau.
telling
That
without
government
telling me
agent,
any
that's
information,
my favorite government
without
agency.
telling
It says refund payment request form. Congratulations, Mr. Mrs. Refund is being processed.
you just have to go ahead and log in into your bank account to accept the refund. All right, now I'm going to transfer your call to my refund officer. His name was Steve, and he is going to guide you up with the refund process. All right, sir? It's a
Oh,
nice talking to you. You stay on the
yeah,
line.
you
Your
too.
call is being transferred to the refund officer now. All right?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, hello, sir. My name is Steve and I'm the supervisor. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Steve. How are you?
I'm good, sir. Thanks for asking.
I'm a little concerned because the other person literally told me three different PayPal accounts were set up, and
Okay.
That just really scares me. I mean, how are they able to do that? That's my main question.
Did you use any like public Wi-Fi or something in between?
Occasionally on my phone I might use it.
Okay, okay. Do you do any financial activity on your cell phone?
Yeah, I do
Do
my
you do,
banking and my
or you do your
PayPal.
cell?
I do my PayPal as well.
Then please log out from your phone immediately, from your
Oh, it's
PayPal and from your banking.
after the scammer has falsified the amount that was put into the bank using a technique called HTML editing, which basically means they can change the text on your bank to make it look like you were overpaid. They're going to tell you to not check your bank on your phone and even go as far as to tell you to not check your bank for several days. Because if you do, you're going to find out you never got that money to begin with. That's the reason why they do that. It's generally done pretty quick and fast. So they try to get you to the bank to wire the money, and then you'll never hear from them again. You'll get home, you'll check your bank account, and you'll find out you're missing the money that you sent. And you're going to be shocked. So, again, it's very important to let friends and family know that to get a refund, you do not have to have a scammer or a representative connect to your machine, especially through what they call a secure server. I'm not
Okay,
logged
so
into
do
my
not log.
bank. I'm not logged in on
Okay, okay.
my phone. I
Good,
only
good.
do it if
Then
I'm
good.
out and about, like sometimes at work I might do it, but it says software is updating.
Yes, that's all. Because, sir, we don't want like those people to get into the device. That is the reason. So just write down, sir, on that paper. You don't have to tell me your available balance because once we transfer you the funds, you will be able to know the difference.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. I don't recognize this update. Windows Update doesn't look like that. What kind of update is it?
No, no, that is a software security update, sir.
How was your day? I didn't ask you that. You asked me.
Hey, it's like normal, sir. Like
That's good.
always.
That's good. I wanted to say I'm so glad for PayPal. I've been using PayPal since 2002. You guys
Oh, okay.
you guys make life so much easier for everybody. You can send money to friends and family, not have to
Right,
deal
sir,
with
right.
stupid bank all the time.
So right now, sir, you will be getting a live form on your screen, a refund form. Make sure you do not do any mistake on that form. You need to fill it up, okay? And I would like to tell you the refund amount which you will be getting, that you will be getting it in two parts. First, you will be getting 150, and again, after 2 minutes, automatically you'll be getting the next 151. Okay, sir?
Oh, okay. Sounds weird.
Put a dollar sign and your refund amount.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so the way the scam works is they have you fill out a web-based refund form based on Google Docs, Weebly, or some other fake form generator. And then they'll then have you log into your bank and look for the refund that was not there. They'll then feign that something went wrong. They'll talk to their supervisor or their financial department. And the next thing you know, they open up a new type of window, usually a command prompt window, which is black. And they have you retype your refund. So if you're, say, typing 300.00, they will often add zeros to it, or they'll take the dot out, making it look like 30,000 or 3,000, whatever that might be, whatever amount they change it to. Sometimes they won't even draw it to your attention. They'll just simply let it happen. They'll minimize it. Then they'll blacken your screen. And it's not always black. Sometimes it's blue. It'll say Windows up or an update's being occurred. Do not restart your system. What they're doing in the background is they're going into your bank, which you're still logged into, and they're using a technique called HTML editing that allows them to change the way the text looks on the screen. And then when they reveal the screen, you'll think that you actually got that amount of money. And oh my gosh, I did a typo. Oh no, I have to send you the difference. It's pretty much how that works. Um, it's real tricky and it's pretty convincing. But if the person could somehow refresh their bank, that whole value would disappear. Um, they often will have you log out of your bank immediately and then proceed to give you instructions on how to send the difference back to them.
Okay, so we have just sent the information to the accounts department.
I want to thank you for taking the time to do this. I really appreciate it. PayPal has always been nothing but helpful in times like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love PayPal so much.
Okay. Now, sir, I have just received a confirmation from my accounts department, if I'm not mistaken. Like, did you check the refund amount? What did the refund amount you put in over there, sir?
I put a $sign and then I put 150.00 as you asked me to.
Hold on.
Oh, it says 1500000.
That is because I have received a confirmation email. It doesn't say 150.
That's 1.5 million. Oh my God! If my dot's not there,
Christ.
if I put
Hold
a
on,
dot,
just a moment.
if I put a dot, that means 1.5 million dollars. I put a dot.
Give
I
me a
don't
moment.
understand why the dot isn't there.
I don't know whether it's happening because of the software security or something. You have your account on top. Just open and see, sir, what is the refund amount you have received.
Wait, but my savings account went up. Looks like $150,000.
Sir, I told you again and again that it was $150.
Oh Lord, my savings account just received $150,000. I just added it up.
Sir, that was a live form. That was a black live form. That is the reason I told you in the beginning, sir, make sure you fill up the information very, very carefully and correctly.
Oh jeez, I put a dot. I don't understand the form. I don't understand what happened.
No, it is saying that 150,000 out of the company's account, sir. Oh my lord. Sir, the balance which you have had earlier, where you wrote down the balance, right? And right now the balance which you have, is there a difference with that? Sir, please do one thing. Just don't do anything on the screen. Leave it as it is. I'll just get back. I had to talk to the manager right now. Can you give me a moment, please?
Sure. I'm so sorry. I didn't know what I did. This is crazy.
The decimal or maybe the dot has missed out. So give me. I'll just be back. Okay. I need to inform them immediately. Hold on.
These guys are so pathetic. But it works. People fall for it.
Yes. I'll inform them immediately. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
I told him what has happened. That was just because of the slight mistake this has happened. I did not do it purposely, and you did not do it purposely. Now, sir, let me tell you. Now, how far is your bank, sir?
Oh, it's not far. 15-minute drive on the freeway.
Sir, I told you just need to put a $sign and 150. Did you try to put a decimal and after that you try to put 2 zeros or something?
Well, yeah, that's normal to do that. I do that at work all the time.
Because on a live form, the decimal they will not accept. That is the reason I told you to put a $sign and only 150. Okay. Now this is the difference amount which has to be sent back. Otherwise, I would be in a very, very big problem, sir. Because this is a very big amount.
All right.
Because it's a very big amount, sir. I am really, really worried because otherwise I will be called for questioning immediately from the HR department.
Oh, I don't want that. I didn't do it on purpose. That's for sure.
I know, sir. I have already told the manager that the customer did not. I think the customer tried to put in a comma or a decimal. So he also told me that it might have happened. So he explained what you need to do, and I'll tell you what you need to do, sir. Have you ever done a wire transfer before?
Yeah, I've done a number of them.
Because I will be giving you my manager's details, the one where we'll be sending you the wire transfer, because it's a worldwide company. So I'll just giving you the manager's details, okay, in a while. So you need to write it down. So after the victim is convinced that they've been overpaid, there's a question of how do they pay the company back the difference?
It can be a combination of several things. It can be an individual money mule living in the United States or sometimes abroad. It could be a bank known as a Hawala Bank in the United States or abroad. Or they might have you withdraw the cash and go to a Bitcoin ATM and send it to them. Or they might have you go buy gift cards. The thing that are important to note here, the mules and the banks that exist in the United States, we report them aggressively and they face serious legal consequences. The foreign banks and mules, we still report those, and to some degree they do face consequences, but it's not as easy because the United States doesn't have jurisdiction over other countries. Either way, the place you send the money isn't a legitimate person or in a legitimate company.
Actually, I'm a bit nervous, sir, because it's a very big amount that until and unless it doesn't come back to the company, I would be really scared about it. That is the reason.
All right.
Where did you use your like a Wi-Fi on your phone apart from your house?
The last time I remember, it would have been at an Olive Garden. I used their Wi-Fi.
Okay, because from that only we can see when you see the software updating, that means we are finding hacking tools on your device. That is the reason I was saying do not do any financial activity until and unless we tell you, because we don't want anyone to get into your data and your identity. That is why. If you after this also, if you ever use any public Wi-Fi, make sure, sir, it's not from like anywhere. Okay, it should be a reputed place.
Well, Olive Garden is reputable.
Maybe you are interconnected with a different Wi-Fi. I guess no issues. Hold on.
Okay, he gave me a bank in Vietnam. So what we're going to do is when we get to the bank, Chappie will tell me that I can't send international, and then we'll see if we can't get a U.S. based bank. It just occurred to me, I don't know if I'm going to be able to send an overseas transfer because I tried to send money to a friend of mine
Mhm.
who lives in the Netherlands. My wife got really pissed because she doesn't like them, and she's put a restriction. And I remember her saying that the only way I'm ever going to be able to do something overseas would be to get her involved. She put a restriction. I can't send overseas.
But the restriction is for Netherlands, right?
It's for anywhere outside of the United States. Because I remember telling her, then how am I going to help out my sister? She lives in Canada. She goes, well, you can do it, but you'll need me to sign with it. But I can do it, but I'd have to have my wife approve it. She'd have to meet me at the bank. I do know this because when I've been using PayPal since 2002, just about every
Mm-hmm.
state in the country has a bank that PayPal runs.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes, definitely. Actually,
well,
it's worldwide. You know this as well. And over here, the labor is cheap. That is the reason we try
oh,
to save a little bit of taxes and all. That is why.
oh, okay. Well, I know there's over 100 banks in the United States for PayPal.
Exactly, exactly, sir, exactly. Yeah, I just had a word with my manager, sir, from the accounts department. Now he told me that if you do it like overseas, it can go in one shot, 150,000.
My
But
wife
if you
has to.
do it,
My wife will have to sign for every international
no, no,
transfer, and I can
no,
tell
no,
you
no. I'm
right
not
now,
saying that, sir.
she will have kittens if we do it. If we try it.
But the problem is only that it cannot go in one shot, because
Oh,
we have like a
oh,
maximum limit of 50,000. So it has to
oh.
be in three shots.
So three different
That
transactions,
is
or
yes, 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 yes. Because what I'm telling you that today you can do one, and the rest two you can do like tomorrow or day after. That will be like, is
oh
that
well,
is
that's
that
gonna
okay with
make
you?
not really, because tonight my wife and I are gonna go on a anniversary vacation. We're leaving to Galapagos. We're gonna be there for 3 weeks.
Okay, okay.
Our
And
anniversary.
you don't want your wife to know about it, right?
Hell no. She'll have kittens. She will
Okay,
flip
then you
out.
do one thing, sir.
There's no way you can give me like 3 banks that I can send it to and just get it done with?
But sir, if I give you 3 banks, I do not have a problem. But the only problem is that if you go to the bank, they will ask you why 3 banks. They will question you like a lot of questions. They will ask you
Not, no, they
why are you
won't.
sending, why you send.
I sent $70,000 to Campers USA, and then turned around on the same day, wired $80,000 to a timeshare for Bear Lake,
Okay,
and they didn't give me a
okay,
problem with that. Find 3 banks that I can send it to. Let's just get it over with.
okay. Keep.
Okay, so you're going to see a variety of my attempts to maximize the amount of banks I can get from these a-holes. I'm pile driving it to get as many koalas as I can to just drive them out of the ability as quickly as I can.
I want to tell you one thing, one very important thing. When you call up the bank, make sure, sir, you do not tell them regarding a refund or a charge, because if they come to know that this is regarding a refund and by
Oh,
mistake you have got this money in your account, and if they come to know it's
okay.
for a business purpose or PayPal, they will charge a lot of taxes, sir, from both the parties.
Scammers use various techniques to prevent the victim from telling the bank teller why they are withdrawing the money or wiring the money. Often they'll say there are taxes involved, and so they say it has to be a personal transfer. Often they will tell the victim to lie about the reason they are wiring the money and to say with certainty about that lie. The reason for that is they don't want the victim to tip off the bank teller. Bank tellers are well versed in how scams work, and the scammers know that as well. In addition, it's almost always the case where the scammer wants the victim to take the cell phone in with them in their pocket or purse so they can listen in and make sure that they're following their directions. It's pretty bad, and in the many years I've been doing this, um, I've been surprised at how many times tellers simply went along with the ploy. And I'm talking some of the cases we've seen, people wiring as much as $80,000, $200,000, and the bank is oblivious. And it's because the scammer does a fairly decent job convincing the victim into telling an outright lie. Yeah, they said that's no problem. We have good credit. Well, after we do the bank, I just want to ask you, is there any way you guys can hunt down the criminals that are trying to do the other PayPal account?
There is a lot of investigation going on for these things. These are all 3 different accounts and
Right.
50,000 each. And make sure, sir, you give them a very good personal reason. Okay, make sure you do not say anything business purpose or anything like that, because there will be a lot of taxes included on that.
I do have a question. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, I can.
Am I going to get any paperwork in my wife's email showing what we're doing? I know I'll have the
No, not
receipts
at,
from the bank. I'm hoping I do.
no. You will not get like the paper. If you want, you can give me your personal email. I can send
Oh,
you,
oh,
but I
oh
will
shit.
not send you.
Oh shit. My dad. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh no, Pops. Oh, this is not good. My father, he's being rushed to Midville emergency. He fell down the stairs. Oh shit, they think he may have broke his, I gotta turn the car around. They want me to come see him. My dad's like 94.
Sir, I
Now I gotta
request you,
turn this
sir.
around. I gotta
Sir,
turn
can you
this.
please complete this first, sir, please?
Dude, it's my dad. He's dying. He fell down a flight of stairs. I've got to visit my dad. This might be the last time I see him.
Then how will it be possible, sir, for you to complete it now?
Well, this is going to screw up my vacation and everything. Let me get to the hospital, and once I find out what's going on, I can probably tell you. Fuck. Okay, I gotta go. Um, oh shit, this sucks. I'll text you as soon as I know, okay?
But sir, like if you do a bit late, then the bank might get closed, sir.
I know that, but this is my father. I mean, come on. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay, I'll be waiting for you, sir.
Thank you. The scammers that the victim are talking to really seem to not have any care whatsoever about the victim's livelihood. In the case of this scam bait, I told the scammer my father was dying and he still wanted me to send $150 to the destination. Incidentally, I received some Hawala banks out of this scammer, in addition, another bank. Um, the point being is this: when the scam is finished, and it's usually done in a single day, the victim's life is pretty much ruined. You can imagine a person living on a fixed income who thinks that they got overpaid by $80,000 only to have their nest egg sent off to some foreign bank, or in some cases even smaller amounts. I can imagine elderly couples who can't buy their medication anymore, or even worse, being evicted from their apartment. It really does happen, and these individual scammers don't seem to care. I happen to know, just through experience, is these scammers act in the capacity that they don't feel that they are the actual criminal because they are being directed to do this by the overlord, or what we call the scammer boss. And so they feel that they're not really the bad guy. And I think that's how they justify what they're doing. But what isn't justifiable is what happens to these victims on a daily basis. I've heard averages of $2 to $10 billion per year are being stolen from victims in the United States every year. If it weren't for scam baiters like myself and the others out there, I think it would be much higher. It could be 50 billion. And so it's very important for a person like myself and the other scam baiters to do what we do. When I report Hawala banks, I'm literally getting an American business person in trouble with authorities. If they're an American mule, very similar things happen. When it comes to foreign banks and foreign mules, it happens in their jurisdictions the way that they do. But the damages are done to the ones that we don't touch. I often describe scam baiting as being a big iceberg, and we've only touched maybe the top 10%. That big, huge portion below happens day by day by day. And it's through public education is how we're going to win this battle. So the more people you tell about scam baiters, the more people you tell to come to the Modern Paul Scambaits channel, the more people will learn. And it's very important that we do that. I thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this video and learned what you can about doing this. And you can expect many, many more videos just like this one. Cheers.